Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Aquarius for May 2022. End of April, May. But you're getting it in May. So the element is Earth and the sign is Taurus. And you, Aquarius, are in your 4th house of home and family and all that means. And you have is the energy around the beautiful High Priestess. So all sorts of secrets, all sorts of keeping your own counsel. Very feminine card, very much a card of high spiritual thoughts and just energy, really. Can be about a relationship that's coming around, or somebody that you've just met that there's a real connection with as well, where it's a really karmic connection. So if that's the case, it's going to be interesting but very connected. But as you know, with karma, there's lessons. Either you're the teacher or they're the student, or the other way around. So we've got the eclipse. By the time you get this reading though, the eclipse is on the 30th of April and it's Taurus. So it's going to be, and it's also right next to that big planet Uranus, which is expect the unexpected in a big way. So let's just see what you've got coming up. Beautiful card to start with, and then right now you are a bit of sadness there, Aquarius, just sitting in there. Maybe about something that's broken your heart in the past. Could be a family member or a family situation that's sort of just beneath the surface, especially in your 4th house of home and family. This card can often pop up when we're thinking of other people. It's a number 3 though, so it's concerning 3 people basically. But it is that card of sorrow and heartbreak. So when that comes in, it's best to just digest it rather than try and avoid it, because it sort of, it hangs there. It's kind of quite heavy at times, but you need to acknowledge it in order to process that sadness and move forward. Let's see what's brought that into being. So the influences, and we have the 8 of Cups. So obviously a relationship of past, or you may have just realised that a relationship has run its course. There's no more to be done there, but to step back and just let it be, so to speak. I believe it's not the end, but it's taken on a new form. And for you, especially Aquarius, that, you know, that can be quite upsetting. But it's about, and this is a Uranus sort of card too, so it's about, it's an unexpected kind of relationship that broke your heart, because you never quite got to the bottom of really what it was. But that's okay, but that's still around somehow for you, whether this has just happened or it happened a few months ago, but it's still very much in your focus, especially as you're in the house of home and family this month. Okay, let's see what was happening back in March, April. And we had the 10 of coins, so very much money being really sort of settled, financial, business. Very much a card of the Virgo people, so things doing well, money coming in, having enough money. If there were money concerns when this one comes along, it seems that you have surmounted those issues, and that's taken a while, but you've kind of got a bit of a backing now. So this is a really nice card for all of us to get, because we all need to sort of feel that financial ease, because it can be a burden, especially at the moment with everything being, cost of living going up. But there we have a nice stable 10 of coins there, so that's a really good card to have sitting over. So this card still has strength in your reading. Recent influences, and we have just the sitting back and relaxing, maybe just breathing. It's a meditative sort of a card. It's a card where you just spectate. You don't necessarily participate. It's just a card of rest and meditation, however, whatever that means to you. It might be gardening, it might be swimming, it might be any way that you sort of, it might be going to the beach, any way that you find you can just sort of breathe and enjoy what is in front of you. A nice card though too, Aquarius, for you. The lesson you'll be learning in this time. The Lovers, there it is again, that decision about relationships. And perhaps because it sits right next to this one that's just been left, it's, yeah, and there obviously, for some of you, there will be others to come, so you need to be quite retrospective about what you want for the next one, making those sort of decisions, understanding what happened in that relationship, what you expected from it, what didn't deliver, how you feel now. It's all about, the Lovers is all about those decisions around relationships, especially if you're on your own now and you want to sort of, sooner or later you will meet somebody, the younger ones, even the older people will meet somebody in all terms of relationships, all aspects of them, where you know, have to sort of once again delve into that and sort of be mindful of what you want out of it and how you're going to manage your weaknesses, so to speak, because that's usually the hardest thing in a relationship. It's always people always have their Achilles heel. Okay, near future, so beginning of May, so post eclipse. And we have the beautiful Eight of Wands, so, you know, free-flowing energy, no obstacles at all, things just going really well for you. And perhaps, yes, the arrows of love may just find themselves embedded in you. So it's just a really nice, free-flowing, easy-going fire card, wands card, very Sagittarian. So it's very much about freedom, which you guys, Aquarians, really appreciate your freedom as well. So nice card coming in there. What's happening that you're not realizing? And we have, yeah, if it seems too good to be true, it probably is. So it's the illusion card. So that's really quite important, especially when we're talking about relationships, because cups always deals with emotions and relationships. So it's about being mindful of getting rid of seeing through the rose-coloured glasses and, you know, taking them off and seeing things for how they actually are. So just be mindful of that too, Aquarius, this next 4 weeks. It can be quite a tricky card, and trick with your emotions as well. Okay, so let's see how others see you. And very much justice, so very karmic, very much, and this probably explains a lot of this relationship here, this Eight of Cups that was walked away from, or that you left, or the other person left. So karmic, so very much a karmic. So one of the pair of you is suffering, and you too are not fit. Yeah, it still leaves you with a touch of sorrow, but it's about understanding the karmic meaning of it. It was a lesson for either of you, the teacher and the student. Remember, Aquarius, but very much a karmic card, and this is how people see you. So it was meant to be in order to launch you into where you are at the moment. It's the one door closes and another one opens sort of scenario. Positive feelings. And then we have the beautiful Ace of Swords, so clarity after a difficult time. So this sword comes in and cuts through all the rubbish and just says, right, swoop that to one side. Now you've got clarity. Now you understand what the whole story is about, perhaps, and you're feeling positive about that. So that's very much probably what happens. And if this isn't the case with you, it's still a positive feeling that you know that you've got this clarity at the moment. And this is very much an Aquarian card as well. Clarity of the mind and the intellect, which is really important for you. Okay, so let's have a look at the final outcome. And we have the Queen of Wands. The fiery Queen of Wands, so Leo, Sagittarians, or Aries women, or it could be a part of yourself that needs to come out to the fore. She's very much a person that says what she thinks. She's very creative, driven. She's all about action and going places and movement and positivity. You can flip that to the negative side as you wish with all of the cards too. They've got, you know, dual meanings. There's the positive and the negative, but yeah, this is good coming through. And maybe you've just got a touch of fire in your chart as well, where that may be your opposite, or you have a fire sign somewhere in your natal chart. So that's a really nice card to end with, actually, Aquarius, because it's sort of fiery and gets things done. It's about getting things done as well, making decisions, especially about moving forward with yourself and your life, rather than just being worried about the past or what you did wrong. So she's a real mover and shaker. So that's a really nice way to finish off the Taurus time. Now we're going to just have a look at your lesson. And we have a good card. I know this one. It's Dharma. So Dharma is direct experience. Dharma can only be learnt by direct experience. It educates the heart and liberates the mind. Dharma, or divine wisdom, is a heart and mind system of learning. With your heart open, you can be aware of the universal truths amidst your struggle and suffering. It gives you the power to turn experiences around, knowing that there is a purpose to your life that is gently unfolding. Now that is a really beautiful card, and it really matches up with your High Priestess. Keeping your own counsel and just knowing that always through the struggles there's always a reason for everything, and it usually becomes apparent after the fact. Thanks so much for listening, Aquarius. We'll talk to you in 4 weeks' time.